Good morning. It's week 3 of our Lenten devotions, Your Heart, God's Home, as we look at the tabernacle as a type of Christ and also see it as a trail guide, a way to navigate our relationship with God. In weeks 1 and 2, we were in the outer courtyard of the tabernacle, looking at the bronze altar where sacrifice was made for sins, and then also the bronze wash basin where the priest would wash themselves, sanctify themselves for service in the tent of meeting. This morning we're going inside the tent, and as you would open the flaps and go into this darkened tent, you would see on your left, the first thing, a light, a lampstand on the left. On the right, there would be the table of showbread, and in the middle of this section of the tent, you would see the altar of incense, and beyond that, the veil, and beyond the veil, of course, was the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy of Holies. Today we look at the lampstand, and the golden lampstand was quite a fascinating feature in the tabernacle because it was made of solid gold, 75 pounds approximately of gold, which in today's dollar would be worth about $2.25 million. Imagine you were the Israelite who, as the Israelites would make their way across the desert, oh, by the way, you get to carry the golden lampstand, and never mind that it's worth over $2 million. Well, the lampstand itself was shaped like a tree, in the form of a tree. It had branches, 7 of them, and on these branches were leaves and buds of an almond tree. And at the top of each branch, of course, were lamps, and these lamps were lit by oil and wicks. The people brought the oil for the lamps, but only the priest could enter into the tent of meeting and keep and tend to the lampstand, which was to burn perpetually in a sign of the Lord's light and the Lord as our life. Now, the lampstand made in branches like an olive tree would have hearkened back to Aaron's rod, which you may recall in Leviticus budded to show that he should be the priest. So think about it, a branch is dead and used as like a rod, but then it comes back to life. Well, we'll talk about that later during Passion Week about who that might represent. But it's suffice to know that this lampstand, somewhat shaped like a tree, represented not only life, but life itself. And we think about David in Psalm chapter 36, verse 9. He said, "For you, O Lord, are the fountain of life, and in your light we see light." Wow. God is our life and our light. And in the New Testament, Jesus says, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will see the light of life." Today, as we think about the golden lampstand and our own relationship with God, it's good to be reminded that as followers of Jesus, we represent life and light to those around us. We share the light whenever we are generous with others. We share life and light whenever we have a positive attitude in trying circumstances and rejoice when we could be complaining. We are life and light whenever we share the good news of Jesus and live out his truth in our lives. So today, as you think about the golden lampstand and your own relationship with God, I'd encourage you to reflect the light of Christ in your own life. Be a source of life. Be a source of light to others. And know that God loves you. He's there for you. And as you think about it, whenever we see a light in a home, we know that the owner is present and others are welcome. So as we peel back the tent of meeting and see inside a light, we know that God is present with us, that he is at home in our hearts, and others are welcome. Welcome others in your life today, and have a wonderful, blessed day.